Yo, what's up? It's your boy Abstract.
It's your boy Stilo here.
All right, you guys know what we're doing. We've been doing these little quick interviews to bring a piece of the old school hard house to you that are new to it, and for those of you who are not, to reminisce about some of the stuff we're going through, and just to catch up with the artists and producers on what's going on with them. As you guys see behind me, who we got? Who we got?
Oh man, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. This is Jose Too Hype right here.
What? Too Hype?
From Las Vegas, matter of fact.
What up? What up, Jose?
What up, Jose?
If you guys don't know it, Jack Attack. Jack's back. Move that culito. Yeah, that was my first album that I got. The first one. Well, I think that was your first album, right? Was that your first album or no?
Actually, that was the first release. That was my first release ever, and it was a really big hit.
Yeah, that's the record. That's the first record I bought from you, and I was like, oh, cool, And so those are cool hits. So right now, when you said "Move That Culito," I go, that's right. That's the other one that was on there. They had like 2 mixes on that one. But
yeah, it was Jack's Back and Move That Culito, and I think Jack's Back actually made track of the week or track of the month on Power 106 when it came out.
Yeah, Jack's Back. That's a cool track. You get that little sample, that girl kind of saying, Jack. I have to play it someday. Okay. All right. So, you want to start them off?
Yeah, I'll start off with the first question from my boy Jose Too Hype. This is my tocayo right here because we're Jose's right here. All right, Jose. Back in the day, when life was good and the music was out and everything was popping, what do you think the best time you ever had, in let's say a club or a function or hanging out with some people or when you finally sat down one day with certain people and said, whoa, this is pretty cool. Do you remember?
Yeah, you know what? This was like back in, was like 93 or 94-ish, I think it was, when it kind of like kicked off. Well, anyway, here in Las Vegas, it did. And I remember the first party that was related to that was called Cabrona, but it had the Corona. It had the,
yeah.
Don't read his lips.
Corona logo, I guess it looked like Corona. It was called Cabrona.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, we gotta take that idea.
Yeah, it's a good one, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I originally started doing raves in 91, 92, and I kind of just flowed into that. And but that rave or event itself was really enlightening, and it just made me open my eyes and let me know that, wow, this is like a whole new thing, and the music was really interesting. I mean, I always liked hard house anyway because it was so similar to techno. It was kind of like a shoot up.
Yeah.
And but I would say another really important event was CyberKid '98, which was like way down the line, but that was a huge event at the Anaheim was a convention center. And that we had, I don't know how many people were there, like 10,000 or 15,000. And that was a really cool event too.
Oh, that's huge.
Your turn, my friend.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick question, maybe coming from a more of a producer's type. I think obviously we're known for or you guys were known for hard house and hard beats. Did you get into other genres? Did you make other genres, or have you kind of evolved with the whole scene? Because everything changes. We all love our classics, but everything changes. Like my buddy, my boy here, Stilo, he loves some hard house. I do too. But I've also come to appreciate, the electro to progressive trance, drum and I like it all. So, is there anything else that you're into?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when the hard house thing kind of started slowing down. And I'm thinking it was around 98 or something like that, 99. I got into New Energy, which is kind of like, I'm sure you guys are familiar with that genre, as club heads and just 140 beats per minute, and it's like the sound out of the UK. And I did actually a few releases, which you can kind of see back there. I don't know if you can see them.
Right here.
Let me see.
Here.
Oh wait, which ones? Right behind you or the
Yeah,
records?
That yellow one back there, can you see it? It's that was a really big one. It was a 54 pickup. That was a really big hit, and that came out on a UK label called Shock, and then the other one called Buff. But yeah, that was something that was pretty cool too. And I got into that, and then eventually I don't know. I mean, I've been doing some ghostwriting too, believe it or not. I really can't mention the artists, but
Ooh, hey, come
'cause
on.
it's kind of
Okay,
yeah,
okay. You don't have to. You don't have to.
yeah. But I've been doing some ghostwriting, and believe it or not, a lot of other artists have been doing that too. You know, just because of the name. And, you know, as I was talking to you guys earlier about that, you know, when you have a certain name and a certain relationship with the genre, people kind of tend to stick with that idea or impression. So it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to stay, you know, or use your name. You know, you might have to use like a pseudonym. You know, change your name or whatnot. But not to go into that too much. But I actually did a chill out album last year, and it's being played on DMX right now, and I'm still using the Jose 2 Hype name. So
Oh,
that's
see that?
it's
That's
kind of
real cool.
I think it's cool because then they get to know that, you know what, I'm kind of, you know, you're not just, like you said, you're not stereotyped into that one, you know, typecast into that one genre. So that's good that you're getting out there.
right.
No, definitely. Okay, well, now our last question, most likely, because you know we do three.
We'll do a couple, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jose, what do you think music is going? Where do you think music is going? Is what I meant to say. You know,
Like EDM or what?
well, like, do you think that you know hard house or that style of music is gonna have a second life? Or
Wait, wait.
or,
Hold on
you
real
know-
quick, real quick.
Whoa, whoa,
I like how he turns around and talks. You talk to him like he's really behind
But he's
you.
right here. He's right here to me. Look at. He's right here.
The
And you
camera,
can see.
the camera is over
You
here.
can see me right there.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
I can talk to him like this. So. And you know, like, do you think it might have a second life, or it'll come back as like a second entity, like a new style, or like what do you think?
Well, you know what? There's like two parts to that answer.
Go for it.
Believe it or not, the new Dirty Dutch style,
Yeah.
you know, that pretty much is an offshoot of our hard house stuff. You know, everyone says that, or I don't know if everybody says, but I'm sure there are some people that are saying that the Dutch are the ones that invented it. But believe it or not, it came from hard house. I'm sure you guys can notice a lot of you know, sounds and nuances that come from that.
Yeah.
Just
If-
slow.
In fact, that's some of the first things we said when we first heard it. I was like, dude, this has a synth, like the hard house.
Yeah, the hard house synth.
This part here reminds me of this track over here, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool, you know, because I liked the electro period, you know, at first, and he wasn't really feeling it. But when the Dutch came out and he heard, I go, dude, you're gonna really dig this sound because it's has that same kind of energy, the same vibe. Even though the other electro was 128, but then you heard Dutch and it's the same 128, but it has like more energy, more vibe to it. And I was like, it's the same BPM, but it just reminded me of something like you said, of some of the hard house stuff we used to hear.
Right, and you know what? Believe it or not, I mean, hard house is still listened to in Europe. I mean, they still have events,
Yeah.
and I know that a lot of the artists that used to do stuff on UC, like myself, have played out there. I actually played in Germany like 4 years ago, and it was like a hardcore festival, but they had a room with like the hard house, and that's where I played.
Wow, that's
You know,
cool.
so, yeah, so it's you know, it's still out there, and the resurgence, I think that you guys are doing something really cool because, you know, we really don't have anything independent, you know, representing that genre of music, I guess. And what I mean by independent is that right now on the radio, you know, corporations own everything.
Yeah.
They own what we listen to. I mean, they pretty much brainwash everybody into wanting and liking a certain genre. And this, in itself, became something that it was independent, that came from the underground, that we liked and wasn't on the radio until after the fact.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's just one of those things. I forgot what I was going to mention. One more thing is that I was just approached from a promoter here in Las Vegas that was wanting to do a UC night, and they were going to invite Frankie Bones out from New York City. And,
Man.
yeah,
That's
so
old
I
school.
don't
That's
know.
cool
I
right
don't know
there.
what the exact date is on that, but yeah. So I mean, the resurgence is you know, it might come back. You know, I mean, it might be like a once a year thing, which I think would be cool. You know, a once a year event, and I mean, lots of us already have gotten married and got kids, and you know, so.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we have. You know, and you know, when I think about Hard House and I look at everybody that was part of it, it's like, man, we've gotten old. You know what I mean? Like, but Hard House is still right here in the heart, and
Oh, yeah.
you know, and what the kids are gonna hear now. Hopefully, it evolves to something new. And you know, I know a lot of people are now, because of the summit and stuff like that, they're talking about, hey man, I went back into the studio. I'm kicking out these tracks, and they're, you know what, they might not be diamonds right now, But if they get back into that vibe and start doing it, more and more, then eventually they'll get back into where they're putting out some good stuff and they feel proud of it and they let it out for the rest of us. Which I can't wait if that does happen.
You know what? Now that you're on that, I think now would be a cool cool time to mention that I still have my record label. It's it's on Beatport and it's called Two Hype Records.
Yes.
But it's still on it's on Beatport, it's on Juno and a number of other places where you can download. But my point is that if anybody out there watching this is interested in sending me a demo of, even if it's still Hard House. I mean, I still released the Hard House, and believe it or not, last year I did a Hard House release with Rob Threezy from Chicago.
Oh.
My point is that if anybody would like to send any of their material, any demos, any promos, whatever, if it's all original music that they've produced and not sampled from somebody else, they can send it, to info@jose2hype.com, and or hit me up on Facebook, Jose Gutierrez or Jose2hype, same number 2, or Jose TWO, I think it is.
Oh,
Hype. Yeah.
Right,
But yeah, I mean, I'm open to all that, and why not? Try to help out and pass the love on.
Open invitation, fellas.
You guys hear that? Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing stuff and you're scared. You know what? Send it to him, and he might tell you, what, dude, you need this, you need that. He needs
help out with the direction. Yeah.
Exactly, and then
Yeah. How many guys are going to offer that? So if you guys are out there producing tracks and you're not sure where to go with it, or if you think, nobody listens to my sound anymore, because you like that hard house beat, give it a shot. Like you said, Jose will give you some constructive criticism, tell you what to do, lead you in the right direction. And like you said, I'm glad you told people where to find you, because I was going to ask you that, how to get a hold of you.
Records.
Okay, and I mean, that's real cool. Is there anything you want to say to the fans, since you couldn't make it out here, to the fans that are watching this, that on YouTube or whatever, they're going to see this?
Just, I think you guys are doing a great thing, as far as the blood drive. I think that's what it is, right? It's like a blood drive.
For my boy
we're trying to raise awareness.
We're trying to bring awareness. My boy here lives off other people's blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great thing. I mean, we got to help each other, and, that's a great way of doing it. And on the same token, you guys are bringing awareness to the Hard House, days and all that. And, I think it's just a great, awesome thing. And, I wish I could be out there, but, we got tied up with other things here. So, and also I'd like to thank, all the fans from back in the day. You guys made me and who I am, and of course the whole Hard House scene. So, much love to you guys, and I really appreciate that, and we're going to keep trying, No, maybe there will be a resurgence or something,
Hopefully, right?
You never know. If it's not a totally new sound, it might be a sound that's influenced heavily by what we grew up with, what we were clubbing to and playing in our cars. So that'd be real cool to see.
Yeah, imagine a Jack Attack today's version. Come on, you gotta bring it out.
Dutch version,
I
Dutch.
actually thought about it, and people have asked me, is like, when are you gonna do like a remix or a 2012 remix or
there you go.
Man,
and that might be something. I mean, especially with nowadays the music kind of going into that direction on the radio.
Yeah.
We're more into like the shuffling and stuff, which it's kind of like the Dutch sound and all that stuff.
Of course, yes.
It's really similar. So I mean, if we bring that awareness and the kids start catching on to that, who knows? There might be a whole new was it round 2? I guess.
Round
there
2.
you go.
No, definitely.
Hey, well, thanks for taking the time out of your day to Skype with us real quick and do this quick interview. We appreciate you supporting what we're doing and having us on here or being with us on this this interview. So, other than that, man, your boy Abstract, I'm out.
Boy Stilo, thank you very much. And this is your boy Jose2hype. Thank you very much.
Look him up.
Las Vegas. If you're ever in Vegas, look him up. Go check him out.
All right, man. We out.
Take care, guys.
Jack your body, jack your body, jack your body, jack your body, jack your body.